Are you planning to move to Calgary in 2023 and want to know where to live in Calgary, Alberta? Hey there, my name is Dean Martin. I'm a real estate agent here in Calgary, and I've been selling real estate for over 30 years and know a lot about Calgary. I was born and raised here, and of course seen all the different changes Calgary's gone through. And of course Calgary is really a big city. It has a lot of sprawl, and so each parts of Calgary have different things that may or may not be what you want in your next home. But I'm going to be going over that so you get a better idea of how it is. I'll be talking about Calgary house prices in each of these different sectors of Calgary. And this is going to help you determine which is going to be the areas that are going to be best for you and your family. Of course, I can't go into huge detail on each of the areas, and this is where, if you're interested in making a move to Calgary and you want some of my personal recommendations, feel free to reach out to me at any time. You can contact me. All my direct information is below. And of course, you can just make a comment, and I read those all and I'll answer your question there. So if you're brand new to my channel and haven't subscribed yet, I do recommend subscribing and of course ringing that bell. That way you get updated on the very next videos. All right, so we'll jump into it right after this. All right, let's start with a bird's eye view of Calgary and the entire city. The city is broken up into 8 different districts. So we have the city center, there's north central Calgary, there's northeast Calgary, east side of Calgary, southeast Calgary, south Calgary, and west Calgary, and northwest Calgary. So these are all the major districts, and of course in each district there's several neighborhoods. Also, just for you, some of the people that might be interested in the surrounding towns, Calgary has some really great towns that are just outside of the city limits. In the north part of Calgary, we have Airdrie. On the east side, we actually have Chestermere Lake, and even further east would be Strathmore, very popular, and Langdon. So those are on the east side of Calgary. South of Calgary, we have Okotoks, and then on the west side of Calgary, we have Cochrane. So these are great little cities or little towns. And again, I'm not going to go into those in great detail today, but if you are interested in those and want more information, of course, reach out to me. So a little bit about Calgary. Calgary is the largest city in Alberta. Its population, the metropolitan population of Calgary is about 1.5 million, which makes it the 5th largest metropolitan area in Canada and the 3rd largest city in Canada. So Calgary is spread out quite a large area. It does have what they call urban sprawl. So definitely, if you're going to be living in Calgary, you're probably going to want to have a car. Unless you're living downtown, that kind of thing, where their walkability is a lot better. Okay, so let's start with Calgary homes for sale in city center. I'm going to talk about the downtown core first, and then talk about the inner city. They're really kind of 2 different type of neighborhoods, but they're all under the umbrella of Calgary city center. So the downtown core has, of course, all the commercial buildings, all the high rises. Princess Park Island is actually right beside, which is a great place to take the family winter or summer. And they have lots of festivals. They have all sorts of flower gardens. The Bull River runs beside it. So a very nice place to enjoy time with the family. And so another thing that is very unique for downtown Calgary is our Plus 15 system. This is a protected walkway system between all the different buildings downtown. There's actually 86 bridges, as well as covering about 16 kilometers of walkway. So you want to get out of the rain or get out of the snow, you can take these Plus 15s, which is pretty cool. The house prices in city center of Calgary, I'm showing the low, average, and high. So the average detached home is $850,000. Semi-detached are $832,000. Townhouses is $465,000 and apartments at $307,000. And these prices are going into January 2023. If we take now a look at the greater or the inner city center, the prices there again are going to be fairly high as well because of the proximity to downtown. Now there is a lot of newer what we call infills or redevelopment properties where they've taken a 50-foot lot and put two semi-detached homes. So if you want to get close to downtown but not right downtown, you definitely want to take a look at these inner city properties. They're all around the inner core of downtown Calgary. You can find these really nice luxury homes on these really mature neighborhoods close to downtown Calgary. So let's jump up to the north part of Calgary. This is homes for sale in north central Calgary. These communities actually are a mixture of older communities as well as some brand new communities. Some of the brand new communities include Carrington, Livingston, Glacier Park, Ambleton. These are all brand new communities. To get a new home built there, it's going to take roughly anywhere from 8 to 12 months. If you want to look at any new home builds in Calgary, I work with the home builders, and you can definitely reach out to me and I can give you some information about those communities. Plus I'll give you some feedback on which ones I recommend. Again, there's different benefits from different parts of Calgary. But overall, the North Central, great family neighborhood. This is where I live actually. And we just love it up here. A lot of the communities actually are interconnected with these beautiful ravines and paved pathways. This makes it great for those evening walks, if you want to take your dog for a walk or if the kids want to play. It just makes this a really nice place to live. Also, Stony Trail, as you can see here, it runs through all this north part of Calgary and helps you connect to get outside of Calgary. If you want to get out to the mountains, out to the west side, if you get on Stony Trail, that takes you out very quickly. And of course, it's a ring road, so it takes you to all parts of the city. So the average house price in north central Calgary, detached homes are $595,000, semi-detached $495,000, townhouses $357,000, and apartments at $261,000. Homes for sale in northwest Calgary. This is another very popular district in Calgary. One of the reasons is because the LRT actually runs kind of right up the middle of it, and it takes you kind of right to the northwest tip of Calgary. There's a good mixture of older homes as well as newer homes. Most of the communities are completely developed now up in the northwest, but there is a new one called Rockland Park. This is it's a brand new one just on the tip of Tuscany, as you can see here. It's kind of very unique right along the Bow River, so it's a very small community, but one of the newest communities in the northwest. With the location in the northwest part of Calgary, getting out of town is probably the fastest in these communities. Again, you're just a few minutes to get on the highway to Banff and Canmore. So if you're one of those families that heads out to skiing a lot or hiking, this is definitely a community area that you want to take a look at. The University of Calgary is located in the northwest part of Calgary here as well. This is one of the top 10 research universities in Canada. There's also the Children's Hospital. This is the largest public hospital for 6 children in the Prairie provinces. The average prices of Northwest Calgary homes, detached is $765,000, semi-detached $625,000, townhouses $430,000, and apartments $275,000. Next is Calgary homes for sale in West Side Calgary. This is a very popular community for people that want to work downtown. So we get a lot of professionals, a lot of oil and gas type of people that work downtown. They like to go on the west side. There's good access with the LRT into downtown. A lot of Calgary's more luxury homes are on the west side of Calgary. There's some very good high-end home communities. So if you're looking for a luxury home, west side of Calgary is definitely a place you want to take a look. If your family's looking for private schools, their west side actually has quite a few of the private schools that Calgary has. So again, lots to offer on the west side. There's also a lot of homes that have great mountain views and views of downtown Calgary. So if you're looking for that type of home, definitely want to look on the west side of Calgary. COP is a Canadian Olympic Park and offers skiing in the winter and bike riding in the summer. There's quite a bit of other things, like there's hockey and all sorts of different sports at COP. House prices in west side Calgary: detached homes $900,000, semi-detached $625,000, townhouses $375,000, and apartments at $290,000. Okay, so the homes for sale in South Calgary, referred also in Calgary to Southwest. So this is the furthest part of the south part of Calgary. South Calgary has a good selection of older neighborhoods that are going to be closer to downtown Calgary. The new communities down south here is Alpine Park, which is just east of Evergreen, Yorkville, which is south of Silverado, Pine Creek, and Belmont. These are all brand new communities with new builds, and again, if you're looking for a new build, feel free to reach out to me and I can give you more information on these. So one of the features of South Calgary is the LRT runs right down to the south, and so if you want to take this LRT into downtown, you can drive to the LRT station, park your car, and then head into downtown. South Calgary has Fish Creek Park. Fish Creek Park is the second largest urban park in Canada. So this is a great place, again, if you like to hike, you want to get around nature. Much of the park remains in a natural forest state, and the Fish Creek flows through its length, as well as joining to the Bow River. There's over 100 kilometers of paved and unpaved trails. So again, many Calgarians love going and spending time at Fish Creek Park. There's actually also a man-made lake there. It's called Sukhumi Park. And again, families go there in the summertime. It's just a great place to hang out and spend a summer day. Calgary homes in South Calgary: detached are $625,000, semi-detached $465,000, townhouses $340,000, and apartments $242,000. All right, so homes for sale in Southeast Calgary. This is a really popular community. I've been selling a lot of homes in 2022 here. There's a lot of brand new communities as well as fairly new communities. The South Campus Hospital is in the southeast, which opened in 2016. This is a very large hospital and services a lot of people. So there's a lot of new communities, brand new built communities, which include Legacy, Walden, Seaton, Rangeview, and Wolf Willow. So again, if you want to get a brand new build, this is where you would go. Also, the Southeast has many lake communities. There's Lake Bonavista, Lake Bonaventure. These are older lakes, but beautiful and quite large lakes. There's Lake Midnapore, Lake Sundance. There's a lake in Arbor Bay. There's a lake in Mahogany, and a lake in Chaparral. And these communities offer a lot for family living. House prices for Southeast Calgary: average detached $620,000, semi-detached $521,000, townhouse $384,000, and apartments at $323,000. Calgary's East District is Calgary's most affordable homes. This is where you're going to get the lowest priced property in Calgary. This is where you're going to find the International Avenue on 17th Avenue Southeast. It's one of Calgary's most ethnically diverse parts, with many cultural centers and temples. Homes for sale in Calgary East: average price of detached is $402,000, semi-detached $266,000, townhouses $214,000, and apartment at $172,000. Okay, and that leaves us with homes for sale in Northeast Calgary. Northeast Calgary is actually very popular. It's really close to the Calgary International Airport. So people that are working at the airport, or of course all the things associated with the airport, are up in that area. There's an industrial area up there as well. So again, very popular. There's a good mixture of old homes and brand new community as well. There's new communities are Cornerstone, Skyview Ranch, Cityscape, and Homestead. And so these are brand new builds if you want to get into a brand new build up in the Northeast. The other thing too is the LRT does run up into the northeast part of Calgary. So again, people that want to get into downtown or need that transportation, that's again another benefit of being up in the Northeast. Northeast Calgary, average house prices for detached homes, $510,000, semi-detached, $374,000, townhouses, $328,000, and apartments, $214,000. You can see Calgary has many communities to offer, a big range from starter homes right up to multi-million luxury homes. We have actually acreages. We didn't talk about that as well. If you're into like ranches, or if you want a country residential, Calgary has some of the most beautiful properties really in North America. Just with those views of the mountains and the foothills, it's just absolutely stunning. So if you're in the market and want to learn more about specific areas for your budget or your family situation, I invite you to give me a call. You can reach out to me by email or again WhatsApp. All my contact information is below. I'd love to hear from you and help you find your next home in Calgary.